Welcome to a video about creating, editing, and publishing resources in Foodworks Online Nutrition Labelling. In this video, I will discuss the benefits of draft versions, followed by how to create, edit, and publish resources. Let's begin. The major benefit of draft resources in Foodworks Online is that they allow you to experiment and make changes to your resources without affecting the live published versions. This means you can play around, test ideas, and ensure everything is perfect before making it official. It also means that your changes are saved automatically. In nutrition labeling, you can create 3 resource types, which are raw materials, sub-recipes, and recipes. To create a resource, in the navigation pane of an open workspace, select the plus icon and select a resource type from the drop-down. For example, raw material. Then, enter the name of the resource and all of the information as required. Note that any information entered for your raw material is saved automatically, and your resource will remain as a draft until you select Publish. Once you create the resource, it appears in the navigation pane. Resource drafts are identified by an indicator next to the resource name and icon in the navigation pane. After creating a resource, click Publish to finalize the changes, which I will do now. When you navigate to a resource from elsewhere in Foodworks, you are always opening the published version. In a published version, you can view the resource details, change the resource name, apply tags, and attach files. To make changes to any other part of the resource, you need to click the Edit button. An example of when you may like to edit a resource, such as a raw material, is if you have received updated information from a supplier. You could click Edit on a published resource and enter new values as required. I will update some example values for now. If I was then to click away from this draft version without publishing, which could happen if you were maybe called away to a meeting, or if you notice something was incorrect on the product specification sheet and want to check with the supplier before updating your raw material, the changes will be automatically saved. You can then come back to Foodworks later on and open the resource you were working on. As mentioned, the published version will always be displayed, but when you click Edit, you will see the edits you were making previously. You can then continue editing and updating the draft and click Publish to commit the changes to a final published version, which will then flow through to any other resources that this resource is used in. Alternatively, if you make some changes that you no longer want to keep, you can select Close and Discard Draft. This function will discard any changes that you made that you do not wish to publish, and you will then no longer see these changes if you open the published resource and click Edit. If you do open the published resource and click Edit, you will be creating a brand new draft. Note that if you are in a shared workspace, other users in the workspace cannot see your resource drafts as they are private to you. Other users will only see the changes you have made once you publish them. Likewise, you will not be able to view anyone else's draft resources and can only view changes they have made once they have published the resource. Finally, any changes you make to a resource while it is in a draft mode won't impact any other resources, and it won't get exported to the label data CSV files. For example, if you're editing a custom raw material and haven't published those changes will not appear in any recipes that the raw material is used in or any other calculations. To see your changes reflected in other resources and in your label data CSVs, you will need to publish the resource. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope this video helps you understand the differences between and the benefits of draft and published versions in Foodworks Online Nutrition Labelling. For more video resources, please click the thumbnail on this screen. Thank you for watching.